Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you all are fine. It's your chemistry lesson, and today we are going to discuss about that how we can calculate the percentage composition of any element in a compound. For example, if you have the sodium chloride and you are asked to find out the percentage composition of sodium in sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a compound and sodium is an element. So you have to find out the percentage by using the formula. You will know that how we can find out the number of moles. To find out the number of moles, we use the formula. If you are provided the mass in grams or in kilograms or in milligrams, you can use the formula number of moles. We have to find out the number of moles. Mass in gram divided by molar mass. And molar mass is the same as the relative molecular mass or the relative formula mass. So by simply adding the relative atomic masses of the elements that are present in a compound, you can find out the molar mass. So molar mass can be calculated by using the periodic table, but the mass is provided. So if you have the mass and molar mass, you can find out the number of moles. Clear? And if you have the number of moles and molar mass, you can find out the mass. By using any two provided parameters, any two provided values, we can find out the third value. To find out the number of moles, we have discussed a formula already, that is by using the Avogadro's number. That formula was that if you have the number of particles refers to number of atoms, number of molecules, number of ions. Anything can be considered as number of particles. If you have the number of atoms, that are also number of particles. So which formula you can use to find out the number of moles? To find out the number of moles, that is N, you can use number of particles, that can be number of atoms or molecules, anything, divided by 6 multiplied 10 raised to power 23, that is Avogadro's number. This is Avogadro's constant. Okay? So there are two ways you can find out the number of moles, by using number of particles and by using the given mass and molar mass. And if you have to find out the number of particles, you can use the same formula just by multiplying it, number of particles divided by Avogadro's number, that is 6 multiply 10 raised to power 23. So if you have to find out the number of particles, you will cross multiply the number of moles. If you are provided with number of moles, then you have to find out the number of particles. You will cross multiply the number of moles with Avogadro's number. And if you have to find out the mass in grams, then by using the other formula, mass in grams divided by molar mass, you can find out the number of moles if you have the mass and molar mass. And you can find out the the mass in grams if you have the number of moles and molar mass. Okay? So this is how you can use these formulas to find out different values. So if you know how you can find out the number of moles, then you can calculate the percentage composition of any element in a compound. Formula we use is number of atoms of elements in the formula, relative atomic mass of the element, molecular mass of the compound, and you have to multiply it with 100. Let's consider the example of sodium chloride. For sodium chloride, the formula of sodium chloride is NaCl. We are going to find out the percentage composition of sodium in sodium chloride. Number of atoms of sodium are 1. So you will put 1 here. 1 multiply AR of the element, relative atomic mass of the element of sodium. You have to write down the relative atomic mass of the element of which you are finding out the percentage composition. So for sodium, the AR is 23 divided by MR of the compound. MR is the mass of sodium, that is 23. 23 plus 35.5. So if you add 23 and 35.5, you will get 58.5. 58.5. Now you have to multiply this value with 100 because we are finding out the percentage. Now you have to divide the 23 divided by 58.5 and multiply it with 100, and you will get the percentage. It's 39.1%, 39.31%. 39.31%. This is the composition of sodium in sodium chloride. Number of atoms 1, AR of the element 23, molecular mass of the element 58.5, and then multiply it with 100 and you will get the percentage composition. Let's take another example. The other compound we can use is, let's take the example of water. Water H2O. Find out the percentage composition of hydrogen in water. The element you have to find out the percentage composition is hydrogen. Number of atoms of hydrogen in water is 2. Multiply 2 with the AR of the element. What is the AR of the hydrogen? It's 1. And what is the MR of the compound? Molecular mass. 2 plus 16, it is 18. Multiply it with 100. Now you will do the calculations. 2 multiply 1 is equal to 2. 2 divided by 18. Multiply it with 100. And the answer is 11.1%. Clear? This is how you can find out the percentage composition of any compound. So by using this formula, you can find out the percentage of different elements in different compounds. What you need to know is the number of atoms, the relative atomic mass of the element, the relative molecular mass of the compound, and simply multiply it with 100. Okay? It's all for you today's lecture. Allah Hafiz.